another day in London. This is either a new vlog or this is continuing on, depending how long the other vlog was, because I don't know how much I filmed. But it's a sunny day outside and we are heading to the March for Palestine. I think it starts in Hyde Park. I wanted to go to one in Cornwall, but the day it was happening I had a bad back. And then the other day it was happening, as in like I fell over whilst we were decluttering and hit my back, which was so dumb. And then the next week Alex wasn't around, so I couldn't go because I had to look after Roxy and be at home. We really wanted to join the peaceful protest, so we're going to that, and I think we'll go grab some food on the way. I'll leave a link below because maybe some of you are unsure on what you can do and if you don't want to go to protests, because I find it quite difficult. Like, I'm a very anxious person, so is Alex. Crowds are like my biggest fear. If you're not keen on it either but you want to do something, then I'll leave a link to send an email to your local MP, and I found that really helpful for me to find examples online of what to send, and then I adapted it to suit sort of my language and what I wanted to say, and also a petition to sign. So let's go. I really look forward to being I wrote my dissertation on this artist. Can you believe it? I almost forgot all of these paintings I wrote about in my dissertation. And this one. But in particular this one. Okay, we're back home. Still got my sunglasses on my head. I forgot they were there. I think that there are like 300,000 people there today. I've never been to a march with so many people. It was very peaceful and very emotional. And then we went to the Tate Britain once the march finished, because it was kind of like near the end of the route. And that's my favourite gallery in Britain. I said Britain because I said Tate Britain. It's my favourite gallery because it's got all of the pre-Raphaelite paintings and Turner paintings, and I studied pre-Raphaelites a lot and I wrote about them for my dissertation at university, so it was nice to visit. This evening we're going to see Alex's dad for dinner. We're going to an Indian restaurant in Wimbledon just because it's like a convenient place for us all to meet up, because he's coming from Surrey and Alex has been there before and said it's nice. So gosh, it took us a long time to get home, obviously because it's very busy. But we're going to have a couple hours just to decompress and then go out for the evening. And then tomorrow, I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe walk around Putney, because my mum just messaged us to say something, you know, there's lots of lovely pubs along the river. I thought that could be nice. Obviously it's Remembrance Sunday tomorrow, so I doubt we'd be able to get anywhere near where the actual main things are happening, but maybe there'll be something happening in Putney that we could go along to. I need to get a poppy. I'm very tired now, actually. We've been walking for a very long time, but I'm so glad that I went today. Really meant a lot to me to go, yeah, 12,000 steps So, or 13,000 steps. I also want to put it out there that I went to this march because, and I'm sharing these kinds of things because I'm against the war. I'm not like, I don't know, I find it difficult to talk about these things online because I genuinely just don't want to upset anybody. I'm not here trying to like say that anyone's lives matters more than anyone else's or make anyone feel uncomfortable, because I'm so aware of the rise in anti-Semitism and how terrifying it must be if you are Jewish right now. I know I've seen lots of things on social media about people being scared to go out as a Jewish person, and genuinely I care just as much about that as I do about any Palestinians or people in Gaza, in Israel. All of it matters to me. I think the reason for these protests is because we are witnessing something that's really quite terrifying, with the amount of people who are being killed and the amount of children who are being killed, and that is what is important to me anyway. And I think that that is what this protest is about, to stop hospitals being bombed, stop children being killed, and to call for a ceasefire and for humanitarian aid to be allowed into Gaza. I don't know, that's just like, I just feel like we're so distracted sometimes by the politics of things and by the division of things that we lose sight of what is human and we dehumanize the situation. I don't know, that's why I was there today, because I don't agree with that. I don't agree with my Prime Minister's approach to what's happening, and I find it terrifying and I find it heartbreaking. Good morning. I'm feeling very glamorous because I've just done my hair. I think I last vlogged on Saturday, but I don't think I finished the vlog. So Saturday we went to the Palestine march, and then, which was very emotional, very moving, and I'm going to leave a link to where you can sign a petition. And yeah, after that we went to the Tate Britain because it's kind of at the end of the march. It was actually interesting going round the museum after being at the march, because so much of what's in the Tate Britain is all about British history and war, and lots of artists throughout time, and lots of my favourite artists were very like anti-war and anti-establishment and very political. That's why I guess art history is so important, because it kind of always reflects what's going on in society. And they have some of my favourite paintings in there, the pre-Raphaelite paintings and Turner, and they actually had some of the paintings that I wrote my dissertation on, which was interesting. And then we went to dinner in Wimbledon to meet Alex's dad. We went to a Indian restaurant. It was called Bombay, I've forgotten the name, but it was delicious. So if you live near Wimbledon or are in Wimbledon, it was so good, and they had everything labelled vegan, and I thought it was so delicious, like quite a bit different. But then I guess when you're in London, it is another level of restaurants. It's not the same in Cornwall sometimes. And then yesterday we had quite a chilled day, to be honest. It was, you know, quite an intense day on Saturday, so we relaxed for a bit, and then I watched some TV, some Selling Sunset, and then we went to see my friends Marta and Kenzo for dinner at a Thai restaurant in Putney, because we're staying in Putney, called Yumsa, and that was also really good, and it was so nice to catch up with them and chat to them and see them again. I always try and see them or other friends in London, because I don't get to see other content creators and friends who work in this industry very often in Cornwall, so it's always really lovely to see them when I'm here. Today I have a meeting with my publishers, which I'm going to be leaving for soon, and then I'm going to do a little bit of work. I might like hang around, I don't know, I might come back and do work or go to a cafe and work, because it's Monday. It feels weird because it feels like I don't really know what day it is because I'm not at home and I've been here for a while. And then we are going to an event this evening with Skydiamond. Feels very fancy, feels very out of my comfort zone. I'm quite nervous, but I got the invitation and I'm really trying to do more, like go to more events, and do more things, because of living far away. I don't go to a lot, and I'm a bit shy. I don't know, I feel a bit nervous about going to these things because I don't know anyone who's going this evening, or at least I don't think I do. Maybe I'll recognise people from people I watch online, who knows. But I'm nervous because it feels like a very like fancy event. So that's kind of why I've done my hair this morning, because I haven't washed it since being here, and I thought I'd do my hair nice. Probably have to redo it again later, but it's looking very shiny. I don't know if you can see that. Alex came in and he was like, wow, your hair looks shiny. Maybe it's because I recently dyed it, but yeah, it feels very nice. It's the Aveda, I think, to be honest. I used Aveda shampoo and conditioner, and it always makes my hair feel very lovely. And then I Dyson Airwrapped it, which half the time doesn't stay, so we'll see how it goes today. I feel like the way it's done today, it does feel like it's gonna work, because I feel like that the curls were like properly bounced up. I'm also aware, like in this vlog, like maybe this vlog started out of us going to the march, and then I'm talking about vapid things like diamonds in my hair. It's not because I'm not sensitive to what's happening. I am, like, it's on my mind all the time, like I'm sure it is on lots of your minds. It's just that obviously on my channel I try and offer an escape from what's going on. I definitely think it's important that I speak up about these things. It's important to me. However, I also know that that is not why people are watching me. So while I want to point you in the right direction, I urge you to follow like people who are journalists, who are very involved in what's going on, Palestinians, people in Gaza, people reporting on these things. I really urge you to go follow and engage with what's happening, not from influencers, because I think that's where it gets a bit iffy. So I'm not talking about vapid things because I don't care. I'm talking about them because it's what you're following me for, and it's probably what you're after. And I'm sure lots of you are consuming really important and also distressing things outside of my channel. So that's not what I do here. It's why for years years ago I used to talk a bit more, I guess, graphically about veganism, or graphically maybe is not the word. I used to speak a bit more about veganism in a very like specific way, and I don't as much because I know it's not what you're here for. You're here for me to sort of give you some sort of positivity and some relaxation in your day, and hopefully the way I live my life guides you to make conscious decisions about sustainability or veganism. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm just like, yay, I went to the march and yay, I'm going to do my hair with a Dyson Airwrap. It's not, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, most of you do, hopefully. Anyway, I'm gonna get dressed. I'm running out of clothes. I don't know how this has happened, but I packed so many things and I'm wearing the same thing every day. I think it's because often I do this in London, where I pack clothes that I don't really wear very often at home, because I'm like, I'm in London, I'm gonna like wear different things every day, and I'm gonna wear like cool outfits, and then I just want to be kind of comfortable on some other days. So I end up wearing the same outfit because it's the comfy one, and I should have brought some more clothes that I regularly wear. Like I just want to put on a pair of dungarees today, or a dress, a floaty dress with a loose baggy jumper, but I've only got jeans and trousers. Like literally, why did I only bring jeans and trousers? Oh, I'll show you what I'm wearing this evening. Well, I have two options. So this is the dress, the Lily and Lionel dress I got given on the trip that I went to in Somerset. Oops. And lots of you are very lovely and you said it looked great on me, so thank you for that, because I was a bit nervous about wearing it, mainly because I didn't have a jacket to go over the top, and I didn't have the right underwear. This time I brought seamless underwear so I can wear it, and because I'm still a bit self-conscious, I brought a blazer to go over the top. So I just thought, let me show you the vision. I'll show you later obviously when I've got it on, but the vision, as someone who is not a fashion girly, and I'm sure I'm going to go there and all the girls are going to be very glamorous, but the vision is the blazer with this underneath, so I don't have to feel so self-conscious. I've got some kind of like, I don't know, some sort of cover up, and then I'm going to wear my, where are they? My boots underneath. Again, I kind of wish I bought like a pair of like sleek heels, but I'm very tall and I don't want to feel like whoa. So I thought these were a good option, and we'll see. Hopefully they look right with the dress. The other option is this, though I think this is slightly more casual. It's like a linen dress from Sonderflor, which is very pretty, but it's quite booby and it's linen, so I feel like it's more like a dress that you'd wear, I don't know, like at Christmas time or to a nice dinner, but I feel like this event, I might wear it, I don't know. If I put the other outfit on I don't feel great, then this one is a really good option, because I do, it's beautiful because it's got so much skirt, but I don't know what shoes I would wear with it. I think I'm probably going to wear the other one. Anyway, I need to get going. So just finished our lunch meeting at Mallow. Alex joined. We're gonna get the tube home now. Lovely seeing my editor Kate. She's great, and the food was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the best we've had.
Oh, honestly, the whole menu, I wanted to try everything, and the area here is really cool as well. But yeah, just really nice to, I'm just so lucky with my publishers. I get on with them so well. Like, Kate is so lovely, and I saw Laura as well. And it's just nice to have like work colleagues, kind of like, who I can hang out with and see when I'm in London. They're just such a nice time. So we're gonna go home now because I've got to get ready for this evening. What?
I've been drinking here.
Have you?
Isn't this like Bridget Jones or something?
Oh, is it?
No, her flat there.
Where?
That one. Or am I making it up?
Oh my god, is it
It just
not?
looks very similar.
Is it?
Where she runs out.
Is it actually?
No, it can't be.
Well, it looks similar.
Let's check it.
Is this the Italian restaurant they have a fight in? You know, this is the street where, is it where Colin Firth and Hugh Grant have a fight?
Yeah. Maybe, but it's like the shards there now. We'll look it up when we get home.
Okay.
We'll put it on the screen. Anyway,
Gonna go home now, get a bit of work done, then get ready for this evening, because I need to figure out how far away it is.
Yes, left here.
Okay. Right, so I went for, can you see me? Ignore the mess, but I went for the Sunderfloor dress in the end. It's like a green dress, and then I've got my Aloha boots. Maybe you can't even see me. I'm feeling quite nervous, but you just have to go with it. And, of course, handbag. I'm gonna put my coat on as well. I think my taxi is outside, so I've gotta go.
Toxic chemicals on their own soil 16 times a year, and that's what conventional agriculture is. It is a chemical game, and so this is what we are working against, is how to spread with enthusiasm and love and joy and regenerative thinking processes, as well as regenerative agricultural methods. How can we do this differently? And how can we bring fashion sourcing power, which is so much money, behind regenerative agriculture? Because right now, regenerative agriculture has really relied on the food sector to support it financially. And actually, there's a huge fashion industry.
That is something that I enact throughout my activism. And as someone who loves music and the earth, it just made perfect sense. So we have teams in 40 countries, and we focus a lot on highlighting those on the front lines of the climate crisis, in bringing youth to COP, and in holding concerts and events to really try and galvanize a whole generation and a whole movement of people. And so we bring together activists, sustainable fashion advocates, and those in the industry, musicians, artists, and people, actors, and those in film and TV, so people from all different industries and all different parts of the climate and environmental space, and bring them together.
If you're in a position to do so, have a look at your growth targets versus your sustainability targets. Reducing production impacts is crucial, but we've got to think about reducing volume. And I would say that the single thing that everybody could think about is to find what they're passionate about within that and act on it. Every single person has a role they can play in this. And if you're in this room because you're interested but you're not actively doing it in your day-to-day, find that thing that you can lean into, because we need you. Thank you. Arizona.
I would say also think about your impacts on soil. And if you think, first of all, oh, I don't have an impact on soil because I'm not a farmer, think again. Every single bit of technology that you use, all of those materials were mined from soil. All the food that you eat, it was grown in soil. And all the fashion that you wear, unless it was petrochemical-based polyester, it was grown for you by farmers in soil. So think again, we all have impacts on soil, and we need to have positive impacts on soil. One way is to donate to dirt. Thank you.
I would say it takes one to have dreams, and to think that the impossible can become a reality, then rallying people around you. But I think it's okay to dream.
Oh, thank you. And Dominique.
that wherever you are on your sustainability journey, it is never too late to put the planet and people at the heart of what you do, and all that matters now is what we're doing now and in the future, and also that putting the planet and people at the heart of everything, every decision that's made. Think, what will happen to the planet due to this decision? How are people involved in it? And just have that truly at the heart, because I think if we had more of that, we'd be looking at a very different situation in the world right now, and that all is not lost. We truly can make another world possible.
Yes. It is my utter pleasure to invite here tonight Lily Cole and Dale Vince. I'm going to give them a quick resume. They don't need it because you all know exactly who they are and how powerful they are in this sustainable.
No amount of protesting could stop oil, but we have an election coming. We can stop new oil and gas drilling in the North Sea through the ballot box. And so pivoted into Just Vote 24. The 24 is because we couldn't get Just Vote as a URL because somebody else had it, right? But 24 is the year, so that's fine. Like, it's all about next year. And the campaign really is to reach 18 to 24-year-olds, of whom 2.5 million will be first-time voters, the people with the most skin in the game, because their lives will be defined by the climate crisis, to persuade them that it's the most important thing they can do to vote, because they can change the direction of our country, and then help them to overcome the obstacles placed in the way by this government in terms of voter IDs, that they can actually vote, and that's the core of it.
Are you happy with?
And at some point we have to have a circular economy, and that can come, but in the meantime, green growth can bring wealth to people that don't have it, the ability to feed themselves to people that don't have it, to take people out of the benefit system and that kind of stuff. So this green growth is essential, but at some point we have to say, actually we need a circular economy, we don't need to grow any bigger than we are. But a key part of that is to have justice, tax justice, because if you look at the tax system, the way we tax money earned with a pair of hands, a simple job like a bus driver or a nurse, around about 45% in total. If you look at money made with money, investments like Rishi Sunak, it's 25%. He made £2 million last year, and he paid £500,000 in tax. That's a 25% tax rate. If you're a bus driver or something like that, you're paying 45%. So we also need to equalise the tax system so that rich people don't pay less than poor people.